And it's a very, very good, oh, listen to my squeaky voice. And it's a very, very, very good evening, good day, good morning, good afternoon to you, wherever you are, as we welcome you to this rather moody scene in the north of Iceland. Let's get the correct camera on. Hello! So great to see you. Already got lots of great people on board on the Discord chat and saying hello there on the text chat as well. Nice to see you, people. Thanks for coming along. Oh, I was a little bit worried about this weather today, and oh, look at how all these helicopters have neatly lined up here. I am impressed. A little bit concerned about the weather today, although Whisperdark, one of our regular contributors, said, oh yes, no, it's got a very moody feel to it, and oh, I know what you're talking about there. Look how good that looks. I love those clouds. Looking so good. Hello, Alois, Sevusiu, Scrags, Quasi Archer. And just do the quick hellos before we get moving here, and I'm right on top of Andrew's Subaru Bell 412 EPX. I wonder what that is in real life. So who else is in BO105s like me? Kladsky, who did a lot of upside down flying last week. Good day to you. But always good to see you. And FHPRA, N1 Clock, Chopper John, a new name for me. Hello to you. Liking how people have very purposefully lined up on either side of the airfield here. The dirt strip in Sauðanes in the north of Iceland. Fredericks in your H130, very nice. Oh, and the correct livery too. The photo, the aircraft, in fact, that Fredericks once sent me a photo of from Melbourne, very nice. And Big Al is in the Heli West BO105, good to see you. Motion Duck, Sir DLW, possibly another new name to me. Hello to you. If I say hello to you twice, like I've not seen you before, you can just take it as like I'm doubly excited to see you, so it's all good. Fibro2C, hello. Motion Duck, Collier again, hello. And Chris Wire, ever reliable in your S76, good to see you again. Lots of BO105s today. Mia as well, hello. Mike. Mike Kilo, yes, very good. Marf as well, another regular, good to see you. Lots of regulars actually. Quasiage, did I say hello to you already in your EC135? A couple of helicopters back here that I missed. Charlie Para in your military BO105, nice. NZ Bank Boy, had a bit of a laugh last week in the flying under the rock in Australia, very fun. Murray JC, excuse me, good to see you. JB Vox. Alfred, another new name, who's been active on the Discord. Good to see you there in stream as well. Aquastring and Airwolf. Oh, I think that's just about everyone. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. I'll say hello to you once we get going. Who's got a Chinook? Nethus. Good looking machine too, isn't it? With that sort of gunmetal finish. Oh, it's the Blackbird livery. Great stuff. All right. Text comments. Oh, it feels very naked in here without the exterior sounds. Very unpredictable sound reproduction. Official Red Dirt Nurse, hello. Ainsworth, hello. Sir DLW again, hello again. Good knee, yes, good to see you. Toaster, let's see how well MSFS does. Yeah, tell me about it. Let's see how well. Let's see how well. So, what are we doing? We are in the north of Iceland, and I've got someone was asking on the Discord this week, is Navigraph worth it for helicopters? And I'm not really doing helicopter procedures today using Navigraph, but what I am doing is because the default tablet is absolutely hopeless with dealing with Microsoft Flight Simulator's own custom waypoints. Like, I've got Clifford's Waterfalls of Iceland loaded in today, not compulsory, but you will get a little bit of extra enjoyment out of the flight if you do have it. And so I put lots of waterfalls and stuff into the flight plan, and the EFB does not render those at all. So I have come to Navigraph, whoops, and that is still not Navigraph. I've come to this Navigraph, and there are all the custom waypoints. That's what I want. Except Navigraph doesn't have our starting point.
Super, thank you.
Oh, look at you go. You've warmed up the super thanks already, Red Dirt Nurse. Thank you so much. I'm just here for the Icelandic pronunciations. Oh my god. You've got a choice. I could do a one profuse apology now, or we'll do lots of little apologies as we go for my Icelandic pronunciation. I've done a little bit of research to learn what some of the different characters mean, and the occasions in Icelandic where you do pronounce the G and the times where you don't pronounce the G. A little bit complicated. So yes, Red Dirt Nurse, I hope that adds a little bit of extra entertainment to you. So Navigraph doesn't have Bith in it. Sauðanes, Bravo, India, Tango Hotel. It's just a dirt strip here just by the Atlantic Ocean and with all those moody clouds up above. So yes, so there's like pluses and minuses of doing it each way. Navigraph doesn't have every single airport that is in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and Microsoft Flight Simulator can't deal with its own custom waypoints. So what do I do? You tell me. We'll make do. So weather, let's just have a look at my nav bar up at the top there. Altitude, well, let's just get that fixed up as well. Looks like we just need to cheat and get that in there properly. All right, so we've got winds 14 knots, pretty brisk here, just at seaside. I think it's a little bit better when we get inland. 15 knots from the east. I think we can cope with that. Asymptotes, how do you turn on the names in MSFS? The default is Alt 2. Aeroneto, sorry if I got your name wrong. Multiplayer is on, yes. Here are all the settings that you need. There are all the settings that you need to get the multiplayer working properly. It's a few hoops that you've got to jump through, but if you follow all of those directions, you'll be able to see all the other aircraft. So, yes, 18 knots. Ooh, that's going to be fun. So there will be a little bit of fun taxiing around here, but we'll be fun when we get in the cruise. So I thought what we'll do is we'll just have a quick look around here in Sauðanes. There is a beautiful wooden church. It looks like it's hand-modelled, but I assume it's just part of the kind of the set of sceneries that you can get when you're in Iceland. So it's one of the most northernmost churches in Iceland that we're right next to here, and we're just right beside the Arctic zone here, only just a little bit away from the Arctic Circle. Not quite in the Arctic Circle, but almost. And I noticed that yesterday when I was practicing for the flight and just checking out a couple of things, no sooner had I finished than I realised that the sun was up again. Like, you know, I adjusted the time, and the sunset, and I mean the night's only a few hours long right now because we're so far north in Iceland. That's why I wanted to do this flight in summer. Why I wanted to have a go with Clifford's Waterfalls of Iceland add-on, which I forgot to put into StreamerBot just now. So if you just search SimMarket for Waterfalls of Iceland, you'll find Clifford's good work as I start to get the BO 105 switched on and hopefully not hold up everyone too much. Oh, look at those nice lights. I can't wait till they get these ones over here sorted out, please, Miltech and Stratoware. I look forward to that getting updated. It's Alt 1 for the nameplates? I'm sure it's Alt 2. Mine's Alt 2, but now I'm too scared to see what Alt 1 is. I might turn off something that I need. So I'll be careful with that. Hello people on Twitch as well. Good to see a good bunch forming up over there also. Alright, so something else I might be able to do over here is to... the PMS 50 GTN 750 does a much better job with custom waypoints, although it hasn't ready today, than Navigraph, so I think I'll probably just be forgetting that one as well. Alright, so fuel pressure is on, and all I really need to do is roll up the starter for engine 1. Up, there the torque comes up. Way too high. Why does the torque spike at 100? That's silly. 10, 12, and now we just roll the ignition lever up to there. And we wait for things to start happening here in the BO 105. Adam, you just looked it up on the settings. I feel that if I do Alt 1 as well, I'm going to do it. Nah. Right. So the person who's recentering VR, if you would not mind muting yourself, that would be very helpful for me. Thank you. And so they changed it to the default. They changed the default to Alt 1 and SU5, but for people with custom keyboard bindings, it'll retain the older keyboard, Alt 2. I do try and keep up with the default so that I can give people useful advice, Motion Duck, and you can see why, right? That it's frustrating when they change it. Why do they have to change that? That's very strange. Alright, so there's engine 1 all finished with its high torque for some reason, bringing the rotor up to speed. Startup sounds far too quiet in the BO105. And now we just wait for 12 to 15% in here. Why do they have to change that? In goes the guard, up goes that. Position light we'll have. That's all fine upstairs here. Need to get the engine 1 generator on, otherwise we'll really flatten the battery. I haven't actually tried... The battery does discharge in the BO105, but I haven't tried doing a start with it flattened and therefore with a risk of a higher risk of a hot start. Given the engine simulation is a little bit light in the Stratoware and Miltech BO105, I don't suspect that it would be modelled, but who knows? Who knows? Alright, so that's nearly up to 58. We're green, and of course engine 2 is just warming up, so that's what we'd expect there. So that's all kind of working okay. Some weird readings of the torque. And with a bit of a gust going through the rotor system there, we see a little bit of activity on the mast moment indicators. That's not surprising. I read someone having a bit of a complaint about the readings that they're getting on the mast moment indicator when they're on the ground. I think that's probably right, that you would see a bit of activity on there when you're still on the ground. Let's get that guard in. Okay, engine 2 and guard in there. Did that upset it because it was still in start? No, that's all good. Alright, so guards are in, generators are on, get that landing light on, and let's just take in the scene briefly out here. Oh yes, look at that beautiful hovering work up here. I've chosen, I didn't admire the livery, I've chosen this rather fancy looking German civilian livery on its high skids for the BO105 today. I think that was just lovely. Another excellent, it was sort of quite high tech. Quite a metallic finish on that paint job there. That looks really good. Yes, that looks really good. Also, see, now I can hear the engine. Also, I do love the sort of the beige leather interior there. That looks really great. So, pretty happy with the livery on that one. Okay, so let's just try a little hover with this rather exciting... What is going on with my sounds? Multiplayer sounds are all over the place in MSFS 2024, is what I'm going to call it, all over the place. Alright, so I'm going to get into a hover and I'm going to go onto the runway and people can form up behind. We're going to take off to the east. We're going to take off to the east and we're going to turn right, head south, check out the beautiful old church in Sauðanes. So, what will I need here? Probably a bit of... Anticipate a bit of right cyclic required. So, because we will have the wind coming in from over there. So looking out to Collier at the moment. And I'm probably in ETL already with 15 knots coming across the rotor. Did I put the engines up to classic? Maybe I'll be able to take off if I put the engines in flight, hey? Just as a radical idea, where I've actually got rotor RPM. Nice work, Matthew. Oh, now I can hear the engine, really. What is that sound? Is that me? Your guess is as good as mine. I'll just turn that down slightly. Wow. All over the place. Alright, again, we'll try lifting now with rotor RPM. Oh, we need right pedal there. Woohoo! Yep, and it really wants to spring up off the ground just because of the ETL. So I will come over here and face east. Okay, so that's actually not my sound. It's another aircraft, and it's kind of annoying. So we'll have to see how that goes. I, every week, try to turn down... Oh, MSFS, you're so good. Well, Marv, that was a little radical little manoeuvre there. Well done. And so if that Alouette of Alfred, if you wouldn't mind maybe just sort of going to the side or behind, that'd be great. There we go. I'll just settle on the dirt runway here. And we'll enjoy the chaos outside as people form up. Let's see your best work. Motion duck. It's cockpit / external view mode. That's what now on... Oh, sorry, I missed a comment. Oh, okay, yeah. So Adam Toast. Yeah, that is one of the most confusing binds. Cockpit / external view mode is actually a toggle, and you need to know to choose the right one. So what they could do, instead of changing all the default keybinds, is rename things so that people understand what they do. For instance, toggle external cockpit view mode. Alright, so let's see people form up with... how many helicopters do we have today? We've definitely got to a point where the simulator is actually not able to show every single person at a time. Nevor or Newor, SK there, hello, in your... looks like your cow in 500E. Oh yeah. Chris Loire, good work in your S76 in position there. You could have just scooted over on your wheels there, I would have thought. Louise, hello. Alright, you're going the wrong way. So if you could just do a 180, then we'll be good. And Big Al is over there as well. Excellent, ready to go. Good to have you flying. Excellent. Oh, such a good lineup, people. Such a good lineup. Rudy Zarzov, hello.
Let's fly group flight, 37 aircraft in formation.
37? That's the voice of Marv. Hello, Marv. Did you count 37?
Roger.
Oh, yeah. That is superb work. Let's Fly community. You are the best. I am so proud of you. Thank you for supporting what we do. Let's get into this flight. It's a mere 20 knots coming from the east right now. Perfect. All right, let's get in and enjoy it. So the town's really close and the church is right there, so it won't be long to get into it. Then we fly over the way. I might just deal with Kruberax's comment there. Oh man, I've been away for MSFS for 6 months and they still have not fixed rotor sinker multiplayer. That's pretty awful. How hard can it be? But are you talking about MSFS 2020 aircraft? Because 2024 should be okay, aircraft, but we do know that 2020 aircraft in 2024 tend to not look that great in multiplayer because of that rotor issue. So I'm picking up now. I'll just get a nice hover here. It's pretty easy with the strong wind coming from directly ahead, pretty much. So I'll just model a really fantastic hover here and look back to see what people are doing. Alright, let's go, people. Gentle nose down is all it takes to get the BO-105 moving along nicely. Looks like I might have to delete all my streamed aircraft again to try and figure out where this weird sound business is coming from. So, low over the town, just to the right. That is not great. That is not great. There's the church. Really, it's a beautiful model. I mean, is that a custom model? Ancient looking wooden church in the tiny village of Sauðanes in northern Iceland. Why can't I get my view right? Why can't I get my view right? There we go, that's better. Okay, and now we continue the 180 out here. Is anyone still on the field? No, it looks like you all made it off the ground. Very good. Neon Cortex, hello. You've still got people leaving the airfield, Marv, and you're counting them up. You're doing your best.
Roger.
All right, follow.
Wow. I think that's a new record. Icelandic Air Traffic Control. Let's Fly group flight of 41 helicopter in group.
41 helicopters. Yes! Yes, you excellent people. So, what do we notice about the landscape in Iceland so far? Not a lot of trees. That's because I've got Bijan Seasons Enhanced in. He's screened out most of them. There are some trees in Iceland, but not a whole lot. So let's start to get this trimmed out. Pulling a little bit more collective. And I'll need a bit more nose down. We'll pick up speed. I don't think we're going rampantly fast in our flight today, so we should be okay. There's the quick trim in. I'll let go of the pedals to see what it wants to do. Bit of too much of a roll to the left. Right, sorry. Get that nose down as well, please. Don't need to climb up super high here. The cloud ceiling is a little bit worrying. Like, look at those clouds and that light up ahead. That is really pretty. That's really pretty. So I've got 120 knots on. There we go. Oh, you excellent people. Landing light comes off. Now, what's the Navigraph chart telling me? Yeah, I think we're heading in about the right direction. Hello, A320 Simulation. So good to see you. You've been... A320's been doing this little series on this add-on called Kingpin, I think. And it's... it's... simulates the transport of, shall we say, organic substances of a controlled nature.
Or uncontrolled.
Of an uncontrolled nature. It's uncontrolled when you're in that particular add-on, I feel. So if you wanted to see someone flying something a little bit different, you can check out A320 Simulations Kingpin flights he's been doing. Hello, Stinger the Pinoy. There's another Filipino person I know who is connected with what we're doing here today. There we go. Across the freezing North Atlantic. Enjoying the flyby there. Climbed up to 1,000 feet already, so let's just get a little bit more nose down and possibly just reduce 1 millimeter of collective. Excellent stuff. All right, so Raufarhöfn is the town that we're about to fly over. And we're going to check out it's not an ancient henge, it's a new construction, the Arctic Henge, which is beautifully modelled here in MSFS 2024. Crew brakes, this is the BO105 from Miltech Simulations, it most certainly is. It's trimming up quite nicely today, 1,400 feet, don't need to be quite that high perhaps, so just another millimetre lower on the collective. Loving this cloud here in the Northern Atlantic. It's a little bit windy today. You've just landed and shut down the BO105 in EDRY. RY. Which town would that be? And how did you enjoy that flight, Stinger? Alright, that's looking pretty good over here. Oh yeah. Really nice. Look at these mysterious cliffs beckoning to the Northern Atlantic. Germany, Speyer. Don't think I've ever flown there. I'm really grateful for the German audience for Let's Fly and what I do. Always grateful for you, one of my largest audiences. And I kind of regret that we don't do a little bit more flying in Germany. So if someone wants to suggest a really great route, scenic, and maybe with a bit of mountains, a bit of rivers, and a bit of Handcrafted scenery, I'll definitely be open for that, so we can negotiate that in the event suggestions channel on Discord. And here is the link for you. Adam Toast, I tend to fly off EDAY, that's pretty close. AY. Which town is that, Adam Toast? Oh, it's Strasbourg, okay. So, yes, we're going to go and find this Arctic Henge, and I've got a little bit of a landing challenge for you people. I want us all to land outside of the henge, but facing in. And it's going to be quite challenging with a reasonably strong wind. So, my sim thinks it's 21 knots right now, so we're going to have a bit of fun with the hover taxiing. But we can do it. We're going to get an awesome, I hope...
hovering rocks.
Oh, has it got hovering? The rocks are slightly off the ground now there, Whisper.
Just a few.
We'll still be able to pose it up for a nice flight, I feel.
This is Let's Fly. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible, and in fact, anything is probable. So anything can happen and probably will. Alright. Wow, look how that light's changed already. It was like sort of gloomy and orange, and now it's much more yellow. The lighting engine in MSFS 2024 is fantastic, right? Ever changing. I mean, I'll get annoyed at things like keyboard shortcuts changing and the EFB not being able to handle its own custom waypoints. Very annoying. But I'll call the good stuff when I see it as well. Those clouds are just spectacular right now. Default clouds, beautiful, really beautiful. The stark northern Iceland scenery. Love it.
The default coast looks pretty good as well.
That default coast does look pretty good, yeah. It looks like sort of black sands down there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There'll be lots of seabird colonies along here. I know where we started off from, Sauðanes, there's an eider colony there that's probably had an important role as a food source for First Peoples in Iceland. Felter, good evening from Vienna. Good evening to you. It's good to have you along. Is the 750 the only GPS option for the 105? Yes. Does anyone know better? I think it is. Oh, I've just invaded the airspace of the airport here.
They're working on adding the TDS.
Excellent.
It's not there yet, but they're going to add it.
That'll make a lot of sense.
And the TDS is available to put in here, but you've got to do a fair bit of tweaking in the config.
Okay, well, let's hope they get that sorted out. People who paid good money for the TDS expect it to be able to work nicely in here, so hopefully you'll get that soon. So we'll get a bit of nose up trim now as we load the cyclic collective, and yes. So the Arctic Henge, let's see if we can find it here. Yes, Navigraphs are certainly helpful for me today. And it does pop into the EFB there, so I can just show it nice and clearly for you on the stream. So I do like having Navigraph inside the default EFB. But that's just me. It suits my purposes. There's just a mast there over the town. So we'll just try and keep about 500 feet at this part.
What was that you said? 5 feet?
Raufarhöfn. 500 feet. Did someone go through at 5 feet? Yeah, maybe Riskio. Hello to you. Oh, Whisper, yeah, you're taking it low. There you are down there. There's two masts right there.
If you've got your displacement turned on, 5 feet's really good.
Thrilling. Ah, there's the henge. I can see it. So this is a new construction, and I think they've been working on it for 20 or more years. And so what we're going to do here with this Arctic Henge, people, is land on the outside of the henge and face into the circle. And we'll get a really awesome group shot. That's my plan. Wow. So the BO105 thinks it's a H125 today, based on these weird sounds I'm getting. Now, I'm going to take one for the team, and I'm going to land with a tailwind. So, because, you know, I'm nice. Also, I'm crazy. Oh, those sounds are terrible. This has happened before. So what I need to do, and now it's gone again. It's crazy. What I need to do is remove all of my streamed packages, just delete them. So Kludski, just outside the circle if you don't mind. I mean, great landing job and everything. As I just try, and I'll just get a beautiful line up through here. Oh yeah. So I've got quite a bit of aft cyclic in there. So I just need to remember to get about that much aft cyclic. So that's about 5 centimeters or something. When I lift up out of here. Oh, look at you go. Look at you go. You are doing it, people. Let's get you all lined up around the circumference of the circle beautifully. The people over with Kludski and Alois over there, you're very sensible. Cube Store, Convene, hello to you. You are landing on the sensible part. If anyone's brave enough to come and join me over here with the tailwind, you come over and say, come up and line up on this side of the circle as well. So Stinger, the Pinoy, if you don't have the freeware 750, the screen will stay black. TDS is coming. Yes, good. That's great. So, yeah, I don't know what their plan is. I mean, Cowan Simulations put in a switch, so you can switch between the different GPS options. So, Ari Neto, could I please have you facing into the circle? That'll look nice for our fabulous group shot that we're doing. Fly Flow, that's a new name. Hello to you. And here's Rob as well, who's very sensibly coming on, bravely coming onto my side of the circle here, facing in. That's what I want to see. Let's get the other window up there for a bit while we get everyone in. In fact, I might just go no cam here so we can see what's going on. Let's just pan the camera over a little bit. Look at you go. Eri Neto, please, nose pointing into the circle if you possibly can. That would be really great. That would be really great. You have done good work, people. So, yeah, it's inspired by Norse mythology, this one. So it's designed to capture the midnight sun through the stone gates there during summer. Really pretty. And I think they actually do helicopter flights out here in real life. Stinger, nonetheless, you still love the BO105. Good to know. All right. So Ari is just repositioning here, I think. So that's good. Now we've got the. Now we've got all the helicopters pointing in. Oh, I just need someone on the south side. Maybe Sabine or Fly Flow. It looks like you're over there now. So just get onto that south side and face in there. Adam Toast, maybe that'll do. We don't need everyone going over there now, but just another couple will be nice. And then we'll get our beautiful.
Honestly, there's people all around, but the images keep disappearing.
Yes, because we've topped out. We've topped out. The team, the Let's Fly team, has done
quite a lot on the south side.
Okay, did I possibly mean the southwest then? And sorry, who was the last person getting in there?
I was going to say we need to put in a request to Microsoft to increase the numbers.
That'd be really great. That'll be really great for people who struggle with the graphics demands, even as it is. Oh, look at that amazing group shot. That is so great. Big Al, I believe this is in default MSFS 2024. Everyone's got it, right? It's not part of Clifford's pack. So, yeah. Oh, so many people in the voice chat there as well. Great to have you all there. So let's just get this in here at once. Whisper is always the fastest with the screenshots there. Whisper, you are an absolute speed demon on there. Sorry, what was that last question?
Can you get close enough to the center to read the plaque at the bottom of the monument?
Oh, I don't know. It sounds like you're setting me a bit of a challenge there. Why don't I just go and zoom in and have a look? Why is it going that way though? There we go. This is a cool model. My stones aren't floating, Whisper. Mine look good. I wonder what's so different about yours.
Yeah, mine are on ground.
That's spectacular. That is spectacular. That's beautiful. Yeah, the last time we did something like this was maybe up on the Kokoda Trail in Papua New Guinea, which is nice. Tom, morning, evening all. Particularly excited about this one? Well, I'm so glad you are excited. Why wouldn't you be, looking at all of this exciting scenery? We'll get flying again in a minute, people. Oh, they've even modelled... I didn't notice this yesterday. They've modelled this cool walkway over here as well. That looks great. That looks great. That looks really great.
Flat skis. Could you read the block there?
I haven't found a plaque yet.
Everyone's checking it out.
Oh, in fact, now do I see it? It's on this side. No. I thought that was writing for a second. I turned my object level of detail down, so I don't know if that's a factor, just because I don't like the stream to bug out, so that's what I do. But that's just me. Alright, well let's start to think about moving along then. So I'll just bring up the tablet and we'll just plan our next move here. Space Cadet in your original Taugs Huey. Oh no, JB, you just had to crash the desktop. Soz. I don't like that. That's a pity. Alright, let me just do some navigation planning here. So we're just going to cross southwest until we find the town of... Oh, this is going to be fun. The town of... Where's my list? Oh, Copperskier. Copperskier. We're just going to overfly it, and then we're going to find the river, and we'll start to go and get our first waterfalls of the trip. So let's start to lift up here. I'll get vaguely pointing in the right direction. We're just going over the peninsula, basically. I need a bit of aft cyclic here with that strong tailwind for me. Whoa, need more aft cyclic. Whoa. I'll just hover directly over the centre. Wow, that tailwind is hard work. I'm just going to have to let it come around onto my beam here. My port beam. These sounds are ridiculous. Oh, that is just excruciating. And there it is again. It's a multiplayer thing, and what I need to do is delete all my streamed packages, and then it will come right. That's what I need to do there. So I'm just very slowly just letting the wind just take me downwind here, just while everyone catches up. Still a few people coming off the ground, so I'll just wait for you. And actually the direction we're heading is more over here, over the lakes. If this were the Antarctic, there'd be penguins here. The puddles. So I've just got 20 knots on. I see there's still some people on the ground, so I'm just very slowly going over here. Whisper's racing ahead. Whisper's taken point.
Should change his name to Lightning. He's so fast.
Whisper Lightning. Alright, so 40 knots for me. Looks like people are starting to move out now. That's good. So I'll just stay on this nice slow speed. It's probably too slow for some people. That's head tracking off. There we go. Looks like everyone's moving now, so I'll start to pick up speed. Copperskier is next. I don't think I've got to any of the particularly difficult pronunciations yet. Oh dear. Oh, I'm heading entirely the wrong direction, so let's fix that. Left turn. I saw the water over there and I thought that was the one I was supposed to follow. Incorrect, Matthew. You can't see the coast on the other side of the peninsula yet. That's probably a bit better there.
That sun and cloud over the water looks amazing.
The sun and cloud over... It does look beautiful, doesn't it? It looks just poetic, really. You'd struggle to do a nice watercolour that was that beautiful. That looks really lovely. If I get it all trimmed out nicely, I might actually be able to enjoy it. So nose down even more. Left roll. Just all a matter of just getting the trim right at the moment. Head tracking off, please, and a bit more left. Yeah, that wind's, that tailwind's just taking us off to the side. We're sort of crabbing along a bit here. I don't think there's really any avoiding that. Let's just get all the stuff back on. Yeah, that's a bit better.
More left rudder.
Yeah, 28 knots easterly tailwind at the moment. It'll get a bit better once we're inland, I feel, but you can just see in the motion out of the canopy here just how much we're crabbing over to the right. That sound is just such bad news. What I would love MSFS 2024 to do is for the multiplayer sounds slider to actually do something. That's what I would love. So that I can turn down those silly incorrect effects. So I've got it low, and if I put it all the way down to 0, it still doesn't do anything. So, I mean, it might be that there's some weird delayed effect like, oh, nice formation flying, people. Sorry, I'm just still rolling out there. Copper skier is next.
I must be getting close to Netheus. I can hear that Chinook slapping away.
Yes. Yes. All right, that looks pretty good. And again, those clouds are lovely. We're in a little bit of hazy. For me, I'm in a little bit of hazy cloud right now. Very pretty. Still just working on the trim. It trimmed up very easily on the first leg. I think it's just a little bit more difficult to trim now with that strong tailwind. Even though my indicated speed is about 105, I suspect I'm going a bit faster than that. Yes, just cheating and looking at the data bar, 125 on there. So I've got a good 20 knot sort of component in my airspeed right now, and my ground speed. So Andrew, what I can hear in my cockpit is what sounds like an H125, which is wrong, and it comes and goes, it clicks on and off, and I'm not sure what's causing it, really. I think I am sure what's causing it. It's a multiplayer quirk. It's something to do with the streamed packages, and the way to fix it is to delete all your streamed packages. And then it'll take a long time to start up the next flight, or the next time you start up the sim. Like it'll take 5 or 10 minutes to download everything again, but then it straightens itself out and sounds a bit better. Yeah, I'm getting blown so far downwind. I'll put a little bit more across the wind there and down the coast to get to Copper Skier. There it goes again. So
I think Two-Tone Murphy had the same issue with sounds, and he removed everything 2020, and that resolved his problem.
So he removed all his 2020 aircraft?
Everything. Anything to do with 2020, he removed, and that fixed his sound issue. So he streamed that 2 days ago.
Uh-huh. And so when you say he removed everything 2020, do you mean the simulator? Because I don't have the simulator installed anymore.
No, he just disabled anything for 2020 through your, my library.
Yeah. Well, look, I fixed it for a while when I deleted all the streamed assets, and it was fine for, I'm going to guess, maybe 4 weeks. I haven't had any trouble in streams, but it's back. So something gets corrupt, something somewhere's trying to call out the wrong sound, and then it messes up the stream, which is a bit of a pity. But, it's MSFS, stuff happens. It's a complex simulator. Stuff happens. Oh, there's the sun just catching the instrument panel right now. That's going to look beautiful in the rear view. Oh, look how pretty that is. And I can't fly the helicopter like that, can I? There we go. Try and fix that. Sorry, pilots. That is absolutely gobsmackingly beautiful, that sunset. Oh, can I do a screenshot? A screenshot. Alright, sorry for the terrible flying. I'll fix that and just get that into the... Oh, Andrew, you did the ultimate henge shot there in our screenshots channel. Well done. That is an absolute beauty. What a ripper. You get a love heart for that. Excellent stuff. That is brilliant. Right, so how are we looking here? Feels like we're hitting a little bit more civilization down this way, doesn't it? As we get into a little bit more development here on the coastline. So what we're going to be doing is finding the mouth of the Brunå River. But we're going to fly off that to find the amazing Ásbyrgi Canyon. Which I won't actually describe until we see it because it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm getting quite high here, so I'm just going to lower the collective and a little bit of nose up the trim. There's that annoying sound back again. And we'll see how we go. Ásbyrgi Canyon, yes. And then we'll find the Jökulsá Fjöllum River. And that's going to get us to our 2 sets of waterfall triplets. So it's going to be fun. Oh, I think I'm starting to see some volcanoes out there. Let's get the chase plane binoculars onto those. Woo! Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Love my binoculars. That's looks spectacular. So we're going to do a little landing in the canyon here. It's not like a canyon like a North American one. You'll see when we get there. 110 knots indicated and ground speed of 101 now. That's interesting. So the tailwind component is a bit less now. Yeah, well, it's at my port beam. On 9 o'clock. So there's the mouth of the river, the Brunå. I apologise to all the good people of Iceland for my terrible pronunciation. I'm doing my best. I did try to do a bit of research. The double L in Iceland is not pronounced how you might assume. English speakers, the double L is quite an interesting, sort of sound. So I had to do a little bit of practice on that. I do take these things reasonably seriously, even if I don't achieve full technical proficiency. I do my best. Flyby! Yeehaw! Look at you go. Helicopter pilots. Good work. Iberian trim, hello to you.
It'll all sound perfect after a few bottles of red.
It is 7:52 on a Melbourne Sunday morning, Marv. Although, you know, people might be listening in any time zone, and if it takes a glass or two of red to mask the sound issues, then who am I to complain? All right, let's nose down a bit more whilst also lifting the collector, because we're getting a little bit slow now. So I just love the fact that we are flying Iceland in real time. That the same sun illuminating Melbourne here on a Sunday morning is the same sun that is just catching the edge of the horizon here in Iceland. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
One amazing planet.
It is one amazing planet, and how lucky we are to be on it. Worth looking after, as I often have reason to say. But anyway, let's look at the flying. What if I... Oh, that's the wrong one. What about... sorry, pilots. I'm not flying properly. I wanted to just have a look around at that beautiful sun again. Stunning. Okay. Sorry, I'm flying properly now. I'm flying properly. Oof. Sorry.
Where is our local geologist that flies with us?
Oh, we haven't seen GL Pilot for a couple of weeks. I hope he'll be along with us soon.
He'd love this place.
I never quite know if he's going to be along or not. Yeah, so what we know about Iceland is that it's highly geothermal, right? So it's a little bit sort of New Zealand-ish in all its volcanoes and geothermal activity, especially in the centre of the island. So out here, I don't think this is quite so volcanic yet. Oh, a copper skier. So my one little fun fact I was going to share with that, the town that we just passed over, is right on the border of the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates, and that might help to explain why it's such a geothermically active area. Oh, that low cloud's starting to sort of look a bit threatening there, so I'll just come under that, a little bit lower. So yeah, a highly seismically active area, known for its earthquakes up here. Alright, so this is looking good. So now we just need to find, at the mouth of the Brunor River here, is our cue to proceed south. We'll follow the river a little bit, but then we're going to like deviate from it. Because you see there's another river over there, which is the, that's where the waterfalls flow out. Oh, I love that deep, dark, threatening marine cloud. It reminds me of New Zealand, that cloud there. Lowering collective, staying on the river. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, so I think we should try attempt a landing in the canyon. That'll be fun. So you can see the power cables, the power lines now. MSFS 2024 has improved these a lot. I know that Mamu is working on an update to his power lines also. So you know what Mamu's like. He'll have them cabled up properly as well and all collidable. So that's what we want as helicopter pilots. We don't want to crash into them. We want to avoid crashing into them. But Mamu supports that with what he's doing. So I haven't heard from him for a while. So I know he's active on Discord. So he's busy, no doubt, with all his innovative stuff that he does.
Out a new package. He's just put out a new package for the sim.
Yes, FS Explorer, isn't it? Yeah, clever Mamu innovation again, just making use of all the assets that are spawned into the sim for us and doing little walking challenges and walking trails and stuff. Wonder how well it works with that Got Friends cart. Can you combine your karting with your FS Explorer, courtesy of Mamu? There we go. Hello people on Twitch as well, good to see you over there. We'll get into this canyon and take a real short break. I mean, that's got to be a volcano straight ahead, isn't it? Look how perfectly conic it is.
I flew here previously with Alfred 737 and you can definitely see the outflow on ground in the imagery. And you can track that all the way back to the volcanoes. Yes.
Yes. Possibly, yeah, pyroclastic flows, perhaps. Ancient pyroclastic flows, one speculates. Yeah, Bank Boy right down there on the river. That's what we want to see. Fibro as well. Good work. I'll just stay a weeny bit higher so I can see what I'm doing. Looking really good. Yeah, Bank Boy, you're racing along there. God, you're going faster than me. In the twin engine machine, I've got two of your engines in here. That same Rolls-Royce Allison 250. The BR105's got two of those. And the 500's got one. So you are doing a beautiful job there, Bank Boy. Scooting along the river. Well done. You just do a hard right here.
It's in the nitrous on.
It's got the nitrous going, that's it. Yeah, I wonder if these are volcanic rocks just in this river here, like, because they look quite dark, look quite basaltic. I'm not going to speculate exactly what they would be. I would need GL pilot for that one. Yeah, incredible landscape, isn't it, Iceland? And if you ever want to experience aurora in the sim, come up here in proper night time. Maybe the middle of summer is not the best time. And put clear skies on and admire the aurora effects inside MSFS 2024. It's quite lovely. Quite lovely. So, will those power lines actually lead us to the canyon? And why aren't they drawing? Oh, they do if I go in a bit further. No, they don't lead us to the canyon, so forget that idea. So yeah, we're coming up to the main river now. Jökulsá, Fjöllum. Oni, when we visited, it was cloudy just like this when the best chance for aurora was to happen. Typical weather. Oh no, so you were thwarted. Did you see any aurora at all in Iceland? Or was it cloudy the whole time? Oh, the weather's just changed for me. The cloud just got a bit thicker. Interesting. So just deviating slightly here, this is where we'll just start our run into the canyon. You excellent pilots.
I've got this 105 absolutely maxed out on speed, and I still can't even catch the exhaust on NZ Bang Boy.
How did that happen? How did that happen? Very funny. Only one you've seen was here in the US where I live. We still had a great time nonetheless. Awesome. Hey, I'm also open, seeing as it's, you know, we're getting towards the solstice now, and it's obviously very light in the far north. I'd also be open to any far north Canada flights. So if anyone's got suggestions there, and here comes the canyon, by the way. It's getting quite hazy for me. Quite hazy, a little bit of up nose trim. I propose to set down right inside it once we get in there. So, notice the walls are an interesting shape here. They almost sort of curve over the top a bit. So it's speculated, as I get a little bit of rain on the windshield here, that this was formed by a single catastrophic glacial flow. So maybe some glacier collapsed, ran downstream and gouged out this canyon all in one hit. Just imagine that, if you will. Just imagine that.
That's a mega force.
That is one hell of a force. So Goðafoss is already down there. I might just actually settle down on this open space over here. Just throw the brakes on and we'll just enjoy the interior of this canyon. Notice that it's not a continuous canyon, right? So just at the end of it's right up there. So I'll just try and not run over that helicopter there. Equestrian. I'll just come up to the front of the pack over here, I think. Try and leave a bit of space in there. And we'll set up a nice camera view. Oh, the light's doing beautiful things with the haze over there. That's pretty. Now, I might have a chat with Bijan about this. I feel that what we should have in here, I'm going to idle these engines, so I'll just have to remember to un-idle them later on. I feel that this actually is a little sheltered forest in here. So I read that there's a birch forest sheltered in this canyon. Look at that. Let's just get the slow camera on there. That is quite a view, isn't it? Especially with that shower coming through. Fredericks, there you come, in the helicopter that I hear at my place every single day. Whiskey Victor Victor. Oh, that's really good. Really good. So check your fuel, people. Give yourself a little bit of a cheat code and just check your fuel and make sure you're not going to run out later on. How can I make the most beautiful shot here? Maybe I'll zoom out. And we'll enjoy that. That is really good. Zoom out a bit more. Get a real fisheye view there on the lens with all these excellent helicopters in the foreground. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. What a sight to behold in that incredible canyon carved out by one catastrophic glacier collapse. Blows your mind. Blows your mind. Oh, and the wind's calmed down. It's only 10 knots now in here. That's nice. 8 knots even, so that's pretty good. 4 degrees Celsius. Oh, tropical weather in northern Iceland today. Middle of summer. Wonder what it's like in the middle of winter. Alright people, I am going to take a very short break here. So, look forward to seeing you again in 2 or 3 minutes. Fuel up helicopters and we will get flying again soon. All right, there we go. What a lovely spot to take a break. Is that icy? Look at that. I just only just noticed that. And Marv was just, I heard Marv, when I take a break, I do usually remember to turn off the voice chat going into the stream so that you can talk freely in the room there. But yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of ice rendered on the grass here. And Marv was just saying up at the top of the canyon wall, it's rendered quite beautifully up there as well. What did you notice, Marv?
Very undulated ground with the displacement mapping on.
Yeah.
A lot of rock fracturing and little crevices and details really deep.
Yeah, nice. Well, that's the art of what they've done in this simulator, and how they've successfully interpreted, low resolution data like satellite imagery, and then inferred all of this stuff on top of it. This is the brilliance of what they've achieved in MSFS 2024. Lonnie, we've got a Harrier in with us now. Well, anything goes, anything goes. Anything's possible and possibly probable. Possibly probable. Let's get the correct scene on there. That's better. Alright, so have I got my RPM back? I do have my RPM back. Let's just get the seat straightened up. Good. And I'll just lift up and we'll just do a real low pass. Is that my helicopter making that sound? What a weird thing. Okay, left and aft cyclic. Oops, more left pedal required. Sorry, person that I just ran over. Ritzkio and your BO105 there. There I was telling everyone to fuel up, and I didn't do so myself, although it looks like I've still got about 7/8 of a tank. Seems a bit low, the fuel consumption in the BO105, but then I don't know that for sure. Let's get to the top of the Ásbyrgi Canyon. Icelandic folklore says it was formed by the hoof of Odin's 8-legged horse. Love it. Love that. Oh, yes, Marv. Look at that. That is beautiful up here, isn't it? Let's see if I can hold that steady and just do... Oh, reverse angle. Ooh, it's very hard to fly backwards, but that looks just spectacular. Just spectacular. Yeah, that does look good. Oh, they're clever in this design of the simulator. Alright, I've got 80 knots on. I'll just not fully speed up until I know that I got everyone in the flight there. And now we're going waterfall spotting. We are going chasing waterfalls. We are not going to follow that advice at all. There we go. That looks so good. Oh, the light playing through that haze is so great. Hey, Viking boy. Ooh, Viking. We're just talking about Odin's 8-legged horse. Vikings might be familiar with that. Wow, this terrain's actually stunning. I'm just going to have to go down a bit lower and have a look at that. Look at that. That's incredible. I actually didn't notice this on my little test flight yesterday. That's amazing.
Especially with just a little bit of light rain. It's very pretty.
It's so pretty. I'm so glad we went with the live weather. I was all worried about it, and I thought we might need to put in our own weather preset so that we could actually see what we're doing. So Whisper helped me earlier, a couple of hours ago, thank you, with just doing a bit of scouting on the weather. Oh, the riverbank down here is so good. I don't believe this is Clifford's work yet. I think this is all default. So yeah, no, I'm really glad to be able to use the real-time weather. I always think it's beneficial in the simulator to be able to do that. Viking, have we flown over the Faroe Islands yet? I have not. So if you think that sounds like a good group flight, I am open for it. I find that our routes need to be about 250 kilometers long, so what's that, about 150 miles or something? So if they're at about that length, then the stream seems to come out at about the right length. So for me, it's between 200 and 250k. I think we've got about 220 on this flight plan. Oh, this river's awesome. You can just see the satellite imagery is not the highest resolution, but the inferring of the auto generation is good. Yeah, Viking, I know where it is. Just to the north of the UK there. So I am open to the Faroe Islands. I am open for it, and it will be lovely. We might even be able to do it real time this time of year. Yeah, but any takers on that idea of doing something in far northern Canada? Do some proper bush flying? Because
it's keen for that.
Yep. I'm just not familiar with any of those territories up there at all, so I'll need to do a bit of research and work something out. I think it's just a nice one to do in the northern summer.
Do we have anybody from Canada on the stream?
We usually do have a couple of Canadians on board. Made a really great connection with Coast Gord. Loved that conversation we had with Dan, the developer from Miltech. Coast Guard with his Coast Guard experience is talking about, oh, yeah, the only thing this BO-105 is missing is crumbs on the console. And so, Dan put some crumbs on the console of the Canadian Coast Guard livery BO-105. I thought that was just great. Thought that was just great. Nice little bit of community engagement there. Good work, Miltech and Dan. All right. Yes. I'm just taking this a little bit further up. Yeah, Alaska, of course. Yeah, Alaska, Space Cadet. I just feel that those real northern reaches of Canada don't get a lot of kind of coverage, and this might be like quite a nice time of year to do it. Of course, Alaska's, I suppose, good at any time. But someone suggested, now, what part of Canada was it now?
I did a
Skagway?
recent
Is that
exploration
right?
on the Klondike River.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are we at
I think
Waterfalls?
it was Klondike into Yukon River, I think. It wasn't exceptional, but it was interesting.
Gold hunting.
We have
Exactly.
come to our first waterfalls. So if you've got the scenery, we are now in Clifford Waterfall territory. And so that looks like the second one already, just coming down the side of the hill. So I'm going to reverse course and make sure that we get to enjoy them all. So is this... Yeah, Dettifoss. Oh, this is a nice one. It sort of collapses and plunges down. Okay, I'm going to, yes, I'm going to reverse course and just enjoy. Scraggs is right down there, in it. That's perfect, Scraggs. You are right there. That's what I want as well. So I'm going to slow down, reverse course, and then we'll go up and check the other ones as well. Oh, I was just enjoying the chat so much. I wasn't watching the progress along the river here.
That looks very cool.
He's done a great job. So Clifford is, I think, the master of cladding mountain peaks and putting waterfalls in. So yeah, we've got 3 falls here. These are the quiet falls, so they say, before the big giants. But it's quite interesting, yeah. So these are sort of stepping down through. This is basalt, so you can kind of see how dark it is. And this is, yeah, all those volcanic flows coming out. Has he got points of interest here? Yeah, Holmafossa, Hilmafossa, Ulidafossa, and Dettifoss. So these are the first 3, and I'll just do one. I want to go and check out that top one as well. Yes, Oni, this looks like a lumpy river without the scenery. True. Well, here's the first one. Alfred's just going past it now. And so that's the Holmafossa. So this is kind of a shallow one and just kind of spilling down the hill there. But you can see the animation's nice as well, as you'd expect with Clifford. Yeah, it sort of spills down the side of the basalt there. It's quite pretty.
Thank boy, you're washing your skids, bro.
It's giving it a bit of a clean.
It's a bit of a hazard, isn't it? All the simulator flying. It really builds up a layer of grime on the exterior of the helicopter. Hey, now that's something I haven't seen done since the Cessna 310 from Blackbird. They modelled grime building up on the exterior. All right, here we go. And here's the second one. Dettifoss. Excuse me, people of Iceland.
That would make a fantastic photo. Where all these falls are intersecting here, and this one little bit where Scraggsy was, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it is really beautiful in there. So I'm just going to go up there now and just get a little photo of the lovely scenery up there.
Well done, Mr. Clifford.
Clifford
Get
does it
that man
again.
beer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at these helicopters lined up here. That looks really good. Let's see if I can just nudge in here as well, and we'll get a nice shot of the... I'm guessing quite a few people here do have the scenery, so it sounds like you're enjoying it. Some of you do. Look, I didn't want to make it compulsory or anything. Like, of course, it's everyone's choice about whether they want to invest in a you know, develop it like that. But oh, Louise is just in the spray now. That is stunning, Louise. Might need to see if I can get a photo of that. Right, so that goes off. That comes in. And let's see if I can just race forward here. Louise, stay there. Stay there. Do not move. How am I going to frame this up? Ah! How good is this icy grass here and these incredible falls? Alright, so name tags off. I think I just accidentally moved my helicopter. Oh yeah, I've got the screenshot right there. That is that is excellent. That is excellent. Screenshots. Alright, in that goes there. Oh, someone's got a 737 in the view. That's a bit of a pity. Oh, how about this? That is such a beautiful scene. Alright, my helicopter's moving around on the ground. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift again, and I'm going to just edge in the little horseshoe of this fall, and then we're going to proceed upstream. Oh, that is so good. Clifford, great work.
Amazing.
It is amazing being in here. This just gives you just such a sense of, you know, nature's power, doesn't it? Like, captured in the simulator is an art. Clifford's the person for it. Always does a good job with this kind of stuff. Yeah, whoa. It's just not Clyde on the edge there. Oh, someone's having a little paddle there in the river. Your feet get pretty cold in there, I'd suggest. That's beautiful in there. That is beautiful.
If you got some good screenshots out of this place today, guys, can you post them into the screenshot channel in Discord?
Thank you.
This is amazing.
For the public service announcement, that is exactly right. Well, smash into that helicopter there. Sorry about that. I'm just too busy enjoying the scene. And the best, they say, might still be to come. So let's proceed upstream and get to the next set of 3 waterfalls. These are just the little ones. And they're pretty nice, just like that. So let's get up here.
I tell you what is really in depth is if you hover where the just above the water, and then you try and maintain a steady altitude with the water moving down on you. It's actually hard to do.
Yep. That would be. Oh, this landscape is lovely. So I think Clifford did a little bit of adjusting of the river to make it look nice and keep it on its banks. You know, that's a bit of a traditional issue with the auto-gen in 2024. But I think Clifford's done some hand modelling here to keep it all good. And we've got just the right amount of snow here. That looks really great. Just the right amount of snow, because I noticed that Clifford's got some sort of ice on the rocks. So that seems to be working nicely. Just had a bit of a drag there in the frames. I hope that's not affecting the stream. It seems like it might be okay. Just looking down there. Oh, so good. Oh, I'm so glad we did this route. I've been a bit, I don't know, intimidated. I just had to also find the right time to, you know, I wanted to do it in summer, northern summer. So that's pretty successful, I think. Right, here come the next falls. So, Hafriosgos, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Hafriosfoss, the first one here. This bit of the canyon is 100 meters deep, so it's kind of wide and broad, so you might not get the full sense of just how deep this canyon is in here, but this is, well, it's pretty special when you get down here. So here's the first of the 3 big falls in this run. Oh, who's that down there having a close look in the red one? Sorry, I just turned the name tags off there so I couldn't see it. So I'm just slowing down radically here so we can enjoy it.
That water texture on that river is awesome.
Isn't it good? Isn't it good? So Dettifoss is the one that we're coming up on soon. I just need to get onto, whoa, not actually land. So I've got too many screens happening as usual. So Dettifoss is the most powerful waterfall in Europe. And that is, I think, the next one coming up. Oh, look how the river's carved this out. Beautiful, beautiful. So good. Did I answer you, Viking, before about Nordkapp? No. Is that in Norway? I have not flown there either. So the sun never sets. Yeah. Oh, here we go. And we've got a little bit of showery rain on here as well, just to add to the atmosphere. That's perfect. Dettifoss. Dettifoss. So the largest or the most powerful waterfall in all of Europe. Ah, that is... Wow.
It just keeps on getting better.
It keeps on getting better. That is quite something. Wow. Alright, how are we going to get a photo of that? Possibly by going up this bank. And watching the helicopters come in. Louise has proven pretty proficient at hovering right in front of the waterfall, so we'll see if we get another shot down there. Coast Gorge. Oh, hello. I was just talking about you. Oh, still getting a kick out of that, out of the crumbs that you managed to get put into the simulator. Is it my new favourite machine? Ooh. Just came down a bit fast there. I'll just try and just position this up a bit more nicely. I don't know if it quite supplants the 500C as a quality of flying machine, but it could do if they keep working on it. It just needs a little bit more work to really seal it, I think, especially in the twin engine simulation. Right, so how am I going to get a shot here? Just as all the helicopters enjoy Dettifoss. Getting a couple of frame rate drags out. Wow, that's quite something. Get a bit of zoom in there. Get the name tags off. Oh, helicopter mayhem of the best kind. That is so good. Yeah, good to see you, Coast Good. That is so good. That is so good. So that is going, again, straight to the screenshots channel. We are going to follow Marf's advice. And if you haven't joined the Discord yet and you want to, I will just paste in the address there. Come along, join the community. You've got a sort of burgeoning kind of developer or creator sort of sub-community in there as well. You can set up your own community flights on our Discord and make use of the voice channels there. Don't need to wait for me to vacate the main live stream one. So, fun times in helicopters when it suits you. Alright, I'm going to pick up, and I'm going to proceed up the river again. Oh, that was a bit of a fast pickup.
This is crazy cool.
This is crazy cool! That is crazy cool, I agree. That is so good. Quasi Archer, Marf, Kladsky, Mach 2, all... Oh yeah, you've got some helicopters like perched right there in the... You're giving yourself a sort of a belly wash there.
A cheap car wash.
Oh, that is so good. Oh, so good. Alright, well, I'm I'm proceeding up. And we have one more waterfall in the slides. Oh, Selfoss. So one more waterfall here. Not as powerful as Dettifoss, because Dettifoss is the most powerful one in Europe. Yeah, that's pretty as well, isn't it? All just falling over the rocks there from the right. That's great. Clifford, what good work. I was kind of hoping you might come along, but I did say you could call him whenever you wanted to, but it's just very early, as you can imagine, in the Philippines. So, oh, that's amazing! Another incredible waterfall.
That looks fantastic. Just get a bit of height above it all. And you can see there's about 15 different falls here.
In me trying to get a good shot, I have actually just planted the helicopter. I'm going to do one orbit, and I'm going to do one orbit, and then we'll keep going up. Still got a bit of flying to do. Oh, that's so great from up here. like a real narrow horseshoe on Selfoss. That is great.
So many falls going into this, it's crazy.
Yeah, that is good.
Are you talking about us or the water?
Falls of every variety. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, let's just do a bit of navigation here and figure out what we need to do. So yes, we're going to turn right a little bit, and we're going to get into the geothermal area now. So we're going to leave the river. And again, because it's an airfield that's not inside Navigraph, a feature that I find very annoying. Navigraph, what I would like you to do, please, is just import all of the MSFS airports and just put them in, even without charts or anything is fine, just as long as they exist, so that I can put them into your fly plans, please, Navigraph. That would be great. Big Al, MSFS could have done better with the default. Yeah. Well, it just requires a bit of modelling, doesn't it? It actually requires someone to build it, I think. I don't know, or does it? Maybe there could be some automatic waterfalls. Maybe they could be improved in future editions of the sim. Who knows? Who knows?
I think it leaves room for third-party developers and everyone else to get on board and improve the simming, and share that information with everyone else.
Yep. All those things are true. Oni, scenery looks good. Definitely brings out memories from visiting. Just realising we didn't venture further up the river to see the others further downstream. Upstream? Yeah. Well, we've still got another waterfall to go later on in this flight. Oh, the light coming in over those icy hills. That's beautiful. I'll just point over there a bit just to enjoy that. That's lovely. I love it that we've still got light. Which camera do I want? That's better. Oh yeah, that's great. That's so great. Yeah, a little bit to the left there, Matthew, so we can stay on track. So a little bit cross country on this one. Won't take long, mate.
Netheus, did you just barrel roll that Chinook?
Yeah.
I thought I was seeing things on the symbols going silly, but he was Netheus barrel rolling a Chinook.
Oh dear. Oh, look at this glorious landscape. It's just so good. And the sun just... oh. Cannot get enough of that. Yeah, Oni, we were flying upstream. So the river flowed to the north, and so therefore it's going northwards. So downstream is northwards, and upstream was southwards on that river that we were just in. Oh, so you're doing a video, Big Al, and I'm guiding, being a tour guide on it, am I? Oh, I'm so glad we flew in Iceland. This is great.
This would be fantastic if we had David Attenborough on here doing the voiceover.
That's right. Never before captured by a film camera, this incredibly rare event unfolds in all of nature's glory beneath us. You're welcome. He can sound excited over a flower opening up, can't he, David Attenborough?
There's this one guy who did an amazing job on one of the cities in Iceland. He's actually modeled each and every building in the industrial plus housing. It's amazing.
Wow.
And it's for free.
Wow. And that's on flightsim.to?
Yep.
Yep. Just go and look. I showed Barb, I said, let's go and do this last night, and we went and did it, and we were so gobsmacked. And I added on the 2020s just to see how that would work on the 24. Perfect. No stuttering. Nice. Absolutely nothing.
Perfect. That's
good
to hear.
Post the links for both in the general chat.
Thank you. That's a good idea. That'd be great. Pop a link in there so people know how to find it, if you possibly can, while you're flying. Andrew Tsusis, or Tus, very cool. Which Clifford pack is this? So this part is not in the pack. I think we're just looking at default right now. But Clifford has modelled the Waterfalls. So the pack on Sim Market, I think it's on some other outlets as well, on Sim Market is called Waterfalls of Iceland. Waterfalls of Iceland. So now we get into this volcanic territory here. Oh, I'm going very fast, 130 knots. I'll just slide up a little bit. This is about as high up as we get on the trip, and this is good because we've managed to stay below the cloud layer here, at least in my simulator, which is good. Mac 2, yeah, watch how the chopper pilots congregate around the waterfall, admire the scenery and land in neat stacks. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was very impressed with your landing pilots at the Arctic Henge. That was very good work. Okay, so let's zoom in here, because there's a volcano I'm looking for. I'm going to find the right one. And of course now I can't find it. Now, will it be in the... This is quite annoying. Will it be in the MSFS tablet? Oh yeah, I need to go a bit further south. Okay, got it. Right, okay, so I can actually see it more clearly in here than in Navigraph. Don't like having to use a mix of tools, but sometimes it just seems to be necessary for whatever reason. Oh, the spectacular, somewhat bleak but still beautiful Iceland scenery. Closest I've ever experienced to something like this is I had a very lucky to have a trip to Macquarie Island in the sub-Antarctic. So, in fact, it would have been... Iceland would be closer to the North Pole than Macquarie Island to the South Pole, I assume. I think so. But this kind of this sort of bleak beauty is sort of reminded of it. So yeah, notice how the rock here seems to be a different colour, and we've got these natural baths here. It's a bit sort of New Zealand-like as well. So this is the Mývatn geothermal area, and that lake out there on the horizon is Mývatn Lake. It means midge lake. So in summer, I think it might be famous for its insect life. And you can see the colour changing here, and these like pale pools. I assume these are all geothermal. And we've got the Mývatn nature baths here, which are we just overhead those now? Almost. So these Mývatn nature baths, you can bathe. In fact, Kladski's down there right now. You can bathe in geothermal water. So nice and warm, probably high in mineral content, I'd imagine. Look at all these little volcanic craters right here. Nice. And so just beyond, you can see that helipad there, that is actually available in MSFS 2024, but not in Navigraph, so that doesn't work. So now we see ourselves going to Hverfjall volcano. It's one of the world's best preserved tuff rings, or tephra rings. And it's right in front of me here, and you'll see once we get in there, it's almost a perfect circle. It's about 2,500 years old, this volcano. And I'll just sort of draw a circle around the outside of it, turning right. And we might sort of see if we can sort of pop down and land in the crater. Could be fun. Sort of quite glowering volcano over this landscape. There it is. Perfect circular crater. NZ Bank boys in. Very good. I'm just going to draw a circle around the outside and enjoy the chaos. an interesting smell when you travel through here, Oni, for sure. It's the same in New Zealand as well. You get that sulphur smell.
The Rotorua cologne.
Absolutely correct. So Rotorua has that same sort of curried egg smell, putting it politely. But yeah, that sulphurous, wow, this imagery is really successful in this crater. What an amazing feature on our planet. Nature's fury. Unleashed. Yes. I might have to attempt a little landing on there as well. Speed Mats is in as well. Hello to you. Right, slowing down. Collective up and nose up. Collective down and nose up. Should be bleeding off speed as I go. There's that annoying sound back again. Two and a half thousand years ago, this was not a great place to be, as this was erupting. I'll just try the floor of the volcano up here and just enjoy the view as I look further up.
So many helicopters.
So many helicopters. Let's try the fisheye lens in here as well. It's quite hard to get a pleasing shot when you're down inside like this. I'll just get a bit closer to the main group over here. Get the fast camera on. Oops. Chinook lifting configuration. Wow, okay, that's possibly a cool shot right there. So we'll zoom in a little bit more and get that right up here. Just using all my chase plane shortcuts to make it nice. There we go. Oh! Alright, now all I have to do is spell it. That is the Hverfjall volcano. Beautiful stuff. Oop, I can't. I've got the caps lock on. That goes straight to the screenshot channel of the Let's Fly Discord. Beautiful work, people. Okay, now what am I doing? What did I say in the list here? West to the Finnbergeyjafjall. I'm sorry, Iceland. I'm sorry. So we find the peak to the west. That should be pretty easily done. I'll just fly through that helicopter there. No problem. So what have I got there now? That's alright, get out to the west. So I'm just lifting up. I'll just slowly proceed out here and let people catch up. West. Ah.
Red heron just coming on a bobby, mate.
So good. Right, is that the peak that I want out there? I think it might be. So good. I think I can switch back to the other chart now. I'd love all these to be united one day, so I can just use one. No, that is not correct. So further to the right.
Oh, yeah, go low. How good's that?
Yeah, these lumpy rocks. It looks like the terrain's pretty good. Yeah. Good amount of detail on the terrain, elevation. There's the peak I wanted. That's better.
Tourist center there.
Just trimming that out. Ooh, beautiful and calm over the lake. I've got 120 knots on already. Hopefully that's gonna... Might just slow it up just a tiny bit in case people are still trying to catch up. So
Nice.
what I'm going to do is see if I can actually pronounce... This is, I think, the most challenging pronunciation of the flight, so I'm just going to paste this into Translate so I can attempt it. Oh, I've got it turned off. Oh, I've got it turned off. I'll just temporarily turn it back on using this one. Okay. This will go out to the stream as well.
Vindbergjarfjell.
Of course, Vindbergjarfjell. That's the peak. Thank you, Google Translate. Very handy. All right, so that's good. And we'll just get that muted again. I don't have that on a button yet. Oh, I've got far too many things open, Matthew. All right, get that browser muted once more. Vindbergjarfjell. Yeah, all right, there it is. And so...
Well.
Wow. So, yeah, beautiful views from up here of the lake. So, this mountain is made of pelagonite. Pelagonite? I need GeoPilot here for this. It's volcanic ash converted and compacted by water and heat. This is a pile of volcanic ash, kind of rockified. Oh, and there's a really cool little crater down there as well. It's just an endless discovery in Iceland.
3 little craters here look fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like it's been sort of bombed, doesn't it? It's just incredible. Beautiful Iceland. Thank you for having us, Iceland. Beautiful reflection of the peak there. Vindbergjarfjall. Sorry. Yes, I'm guessing they don't have a particular texture for volcanic ash compacted and converted by water and heat, but it still looks pretty good in here. And there'll be a beautiful view back here to Midge Lake. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful view. I'll do an orbit here because I can see some people want to land. I'll just orbit up high. I'll do a right-hand orbit. And we'll just let everyone catch up again.
Those craters really stand out when you look back to where we just came from.
Yeah, the craters, that whole crater field is just spectacular. Just spectacular. Wow. I mean, New Zealand's just got the variety, but this is just this concentrated volcanic geothermal effect here in the middle of Iceland is just really quite something. Really quite something. Oh, good work, pilots, getting on top of the mountain there, of the peak. Excellent stuff. All right, I think we should keep moving. So I'm going to get my tablet up and work out how to get along to. We've got, oh, it's only 10 nautical miles on this leg, so everything's sort of quite close to each other once we're in here. Fly towards the sun and just admire that beautiful reflection in there. Oops. Yeah, good work, helicopters. Don't really need that landing light. Oh, those colours. That lavender and orange and yellow. That is the Let's Fly colour scheme right there. I love it. So good.
With this weather and the time of day, this would have to be probably one of the best flights I've done in the sim.
Oh, that's what you want to hear. Well, I thought it was taking a bit of a chance because the weather was just, the forecast was kind of borderline, but once we're in, it's actually just turned out really beautifully, so I'm glad we did it. So, next stop.
Mark and I had a challenge last night with the massive storms. We saw things that we never thought we'd ever see in MSFS.
Whereabouts were the storms?
I'd say northeasterly of the island.
Oh, north. Yes,
that,
sorry, yes, because that's where you were looking at that Icelandic scenery you were talking about. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Well, I was doing a bit of flying here yesterday just to scope out the route for today, and it is a beautiful experience, isn't it? It's pretty special. Okay, 100 knots.
The first time we were able to see rain, the top of the rain cloud was heading west with the rain falling. At the bottom of the rain was curved back east. It was amazing.
Well, traditionally has had a little bit of criticism, MSFS, for the live weather. I think few clouds, even when you're using live weather, few clouds can sometimes look a little bit fluffy and fake, but they've got this kind of thicker cloud and lighting effects here working really nicely. So this is pretty good right now.
If you're fortunate enough to have a higher end card, a 4090 or greater, and you run the clouds on Ultra, it's an amazing difference.
Yes, well, I'm not quite brave enough to do that with... I've got a 5080, and the stream sometimes can be a bit impacted by drop frames, and no one likes that, so I've got to be a bit careful. So a little bit to the left now, turning a little bit to the left. I can see the lake we're going to later. That's a lake that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce. So we're heading for Goðafoss, Waterfall of the Gods. Another beautiful horseshoe-shaped waterfall coming right up on this excellent live stream celebrating the waterfalls of Iceland from Clifford. It's been out for a few months now, but a few months ago it was the middle of winter and wouldn't have been quite so nice for a flight. It would have been quite dark. So it's had to wait until summer, and I'm glad we did, because this has been just lovely. More glowering clouds up there above me. I love that. Beautiful stuff. And the new BO105 as well. They've not had to issue any emergency fixes yet, so that's probably means that they got it largely right.
Pilot and Nick 1 clock, you guys look amazing with that sun and clouds behind you off to the north.
Mike, Kilo and JB trying to keep formation with me as I fly poorly down here. Again, that landscape looks lovely. So we got quite high, so I'm going to... There's the river we need, so I'm just going to... Whoops. Nose up so we don't overspeed it. But collective down. There we go. So now we're losing speed and height. That's what I want. $3,200 and descending. Yeah, nice stuff. Nice stuff. Nice stuff, people. Right, I'm now actually overspeeding it, so I really need to get that nose up. There's it. Okay, that's looking good. So we're pretty close. So he's done quite a bit of modelling in here. He's added a few other structures in here as well. Has our Clifford. There we go, perfect. He's put the point POI markers in there. If I had one bit of feedback for him, it would be if there's some way to make the POI markers visible at like a longer distance in the MSFS flight planner, that would have saved me a bit of time yesterday planning the route. Alright, so in a slightly more, hitting a bit more civilization over here. A few more buildings around.
Whisper Dark, have you got engine problems?
No.
Okay. I just flew past you the first time ever.
You getting a stuttering sound effect?
I'm hearing that whining noise that you get, which I think is the multiplayer thing.
Yeah, it's the multiplayer thing. The multiplayer thing. Most annoying. Alright, Bank Boy leads the way as usual.
He's still got his NOS turned on.
And Scrags is doing a high-speed entry into the zone here. Yeah, beautiful pedestrian bridge here. I don't know if you can walk on it. I haven't tested that, actually. But here is the waterfall, Goðafoss, the waterfall of the gods. Very pretty location. Oh, Collier came through very fast there. Quick stop on an S76. That's why you don't see that every day. Oh, I've seen the rock I want to land on. I have seen the rock I want.
I'm so going to fly under that bridge.
Waterfall playground. Let's fly. Okay, let's get over here. Don't want to land on that one though, so just a little bit further. Oops. A little bit indecisive on the collective, Matthew, and then we're just oscillating, so just lower. Lower, and then it's maxed out. Yeah, that was not a great landing. Anyway, we got there in the end. Let's have a little explore. Oh yeah.
Mike Kilo's got the best parking spot.
Oh, down there, very good. Yes.
Since I don't have the scenery, I'm just going to park on top of these obvious buses in the parking lot.
In the parking lot. Clifford Designs, you have done it again. That is really great. Yes, Whisper, your screenshotting has slowed down a bit. It's because you don't have to, I now realise, yeah, if you don't have the waterfalls, you're not so inclined to post. Oh, but you have done a beautiful cloudscape there for us, Whisper, in the screenshots channel on the Let's Fly Discord. Come along and join us, people. Be good to have you along. Nice to be able to stay in touch with the community in ways that aren't dependent on algorithms on large video services, if you get my drift. So, oh, that Alouette does look good. Alfred, that looks really great. Nice colour scheme at the moment. Sort of silver with an orange accent. I like this gunmetal A500 as well. That's Mama's puppy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, nice viewing spot up here that Bank Boy's making the most of. This is where everyone takes their photos. Wow, and why wouldn't you take your photos from up here? That is just great.
This rock work around this bridge is fantastic.
Well, that's Clifford for you. He doesn't do it by half, does he? He really does.
Can fly under the bridges. Awesome.
Okay. Challenge accepted. The parking lot over by Whisper is breathtaking, says Oni. In real life or in the sim? Is that because you don't have the waterfalls? Toaster, yeah, getting that scenery would have been really worth it, even if I don't usually fly this sim. Yeah, well, I know, it's like you don't necessarily fly this every day, do you? So I do understand why, you know, people aren't going to, like, necessarily buy it just to fly in it a couple of times. But I don't know, you know, maybe it's an investment into the developer. Maybe it's something that we can celebrate on occasions like this. You know, we'll probably come back in next year, I would think, in the next summer. Come back to Iceland again. I'm going to proceed down the lake here, river, and see under the Chinook and see what we can find over here. Accept Marv's challenge of getting under the bridges. Yeah, at least you get to see it in the stream, Oni, and see if you like it. That's good. I mean, you know, maybe you see it in the stream and that's enough and you don't need to buy it. But, yeah, it's up to you, you know. I like showcasing stuff from developers. You know, I'm not sort of paid or sponsored for this. It's, for me, it's all about supporting good work in the simulator, you know. Oh, this is good, isn't it? The icy rocks that he's put in. It's just... I only say that the ground around it is not icy, but the rocks are, so I don't know if you can do it dynamically.
Oh, one in.
Yeah, Scrags, I think, has ended up in the water. That's not ideal.
No pressure, but there's a crowd at the cafe watching.
I'm going through quite slowly and quite low, maybe a little bit too low, and I have got under, so that's no, or have I? Oh, the camera just messed up for a second. All right, I am going to... Oh, yes, so when I go under, the camera messes up, but that's okay. Pedal turn here. And I would go back through, but I'm coming up against traffic now. Oh, he's even on the little waterfall down here.
Yeah.
So good, Clifford. Yeah, the camera. The camera. All right, I'll just let these... I'll let the Chinook actually got through. That is wild. The Chinook actually got through. That is insane. Scrags, did you go walking on that bridge?
Yeah, you can.
You can walk on it. Excellent. All right, well, I might just have to go for a walk then, mightn't I?
All those people at the cafe are clapping. Well done.
Okay, so how am I going to do this? Let's get out here. Oops. This is very silly. I like it. You can walk on the bridge. Thank you, Clifford. I wish the camera were a bit smoother out here. I haven't quite figured out how to... Maybe I need to get some more bindings in. I don't know if Chase Plane offers any kind of enhancements on the exterior view, the walk around.
There's a couple of little waterfalls on the way up to the main waterfall here too. Look pretty good.
You, Clifford, have done a beautiful job. All right, well, I'm mindful of people who don't have the scenery, so why don't we just do one last fly up. We'll go up to the main fall again. So we'll go from the north under the bridges once more if you want to try that one more time. And then we'll press on and go into the fjord and over to our destination. So I'll just whip up over here. And overfly Captain FS's Chinook. And looks like Ritzkio is going for an attempt to get under there. New face there, LJ. Don't quite know how to say your name, but I see you there. I think you might be in an Alouette 3, which is not supported in my... I've got a custom model for you. Sorry, a generic model. Alright, here we go. Clifford's Waterfalls of Iceland, even though the camera goes a bit crazy there. Can I make it safely under this one as well? Just. Smack into the side on that side. Not a very smooth entry there. Beautiful work here with the rapids on the river as we approach Goðafoss, the waterfall of the gods. Walkways, viewing spots, beautiful work. Clifford's Waterfalls of Iceland. That is spectacular. And don't crash. Yes! Alright. Let's just save that and get back on track. So, right. So we go up the fjord, kind of. It's not a fjord down at this point, I suppose, but it's a... Would it be a sound? I'm not sure. What's the difference between a sound and a fjord? Oh, you're able to walk on the walkway with the stairs. That's excellent. That's excellent. And we've still got light. It's so great. Wow, what a magical planet. So we proceed. So I think this is Ljósvatn, the Lake of Light, named for how it reflects the long summer sun, and it looks like the sun's maybe just not going to quite cooperate with me for this Lake of Light effect here. Oh, here's another spectacular Icelandic church, just from the generic scenery, I think. Motion ducks down there now. And
there is also a church package for Iceland on flightsim.to.
Oh, there would be, wouldn't there? Excellent.
So there's actually been quite a few corrections done up here.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Attention to like a very scenic place to fly, but even that generic one looks pretty impressive. Right, here's our Lake of Light. Now, can I somehow conspire to get a lovely photo here? I'm not sure, because the sun's just below the sort of the ridge line there, isn't it? So maybe not. But it's very pretty nonetheless, reflecting that lovely, caramel light. Filtered through the cool Arctic air, the caramel light reflects off the Lake of Light.
The Attenborough is flying with us.
Ljósvatn. Oh dear. Excellent stuff. Really good. And we've got the pack together again. We do. The pack is moving. How we go for time? So we've been flying 2 and a bit hours. Okay, cool. I think we'll just go up to the end of well, not the end as such. We can sort of fly up the valley and then find a way out to come back down into the fjord to come into Akureyri. Sorry for my pronunciation. Which is also hand-modelled in the default MSFS 2024 scenery. So, worthwhile scenery there. And now I think I finally got a bit of Lake of Light effect there. That's good. Pretty happy with that. Oh, that's lovely. What spectacular scenery. I am so glad we came to Iceland. Let's go ahead. Sorry, Murph. I'll just keep raving about how great the scenery is. No, we miss each other. All right, so up the valley we go.
So good Oz is commenting on how good Red Heron and Mike Kilo are flying in synchronised flight right behind you.
Nice. Well, you're doing great, because I don't make it easy for you with my using the rear view mirror and losing my ability to fly forwards. Collier, what I will say about your helicopter is that it's got a very nice strobe light. It's very bright. I think some of the external lights in aircraft in 2024, I'm not saying they're not unrealistic. Sorry, I'm not saying they're unrealistic, but I would maybe just like them to be a little bit brighter, just for the sake of visibility inside the sim.
They changed the lighting model, and a lot of the developers are kind of reluctant to radically adjust their numbers, but they need to.
Yeah, well, I mean, the risk for the developer is that they just change it back again one day. Which would be annoying, wouldn't it? So, yes, a lot of work sort of chasing what, MSFS is doing in the sim. So I think we follow this road here, and there's an intersection off to the right, which will take us further up the valley. This is the Fnjóska Valley, I think. It's one of Iceland's best salmon rivers. There you go. Generations have fished here, no doubt. The valley here is carved out by glaciers again, so just smoothly we see this kind of in New Zealand a bit as well, don't we, with some of that scenery that we've flown over. There's kind of these wide sort of U-shaped valleys carved out by glaciers millennia ago. So this route that we're on now, and that we've been on for the canyon and the first waterfalls and Goðafoss, are on something called the Diamond Circle, which is a tourist route. So you can fly into Akureyri and then maybe rent a car and take yourself for an incredible scenic road trip. And no, I'm not being sponsored by the Tourism Bureau of Iceland. I just think that must be quite a spectacular. I just think it looks like a really amazing place to visit. Oh, just suddenly got into a icier part of the weather model. And so here we take our right to go up the valley, and then we'll be taking 2 lefts to get into Akureyri. Oh no! Crashed to desktop for Bank Boy. That's bad news. Sorry about that.
He's run out of NOS.
Couldn't handle the nitrous oxide effect. There's the road on the other side of the river there. Real snowy valley, this one. I think this is a bit of an artifact in the way they gather weather data. We can just see that we've just flown into a completely ice over portion, which I assume is not correct. Outside temperature is a tropical 5 degrees, 4 degrees perhaps. Coast Guard, thanks for the flight. See you next time. Still working on my sim pit. Well, good luck with the sim pit. Make sure you send some photos on our Let's Fly Discord. Now, this is where we cross over. Not quite yet. We just follow this next road up here. There's a little pass just up ahead where we come and enjoy the fjord. Okay, that's made the image quality slightly better. Alright, so let's proceed here. We'll be taking our left through this next pass, I think. Or have I just missed it? Oh, we could have gone up there. And now I'm rolling wildly out of control. Let's not do that. So we're going to take a left after this little outcropping here. Then we'll enjoy the sound or the fjord. So we are just 100 kilometers from the Arctic Circle here. Oh, those clouds are magnificent.
And now you know why it's snowy.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously someone told the snow, so therefore, therefore it's fallen just nicely for us here. Alright, well, I've gone a little bit further than what I thought I was going to do, but it's alright. We'll just enjoy this lovely scenery here. Yeah, look at that sort of salmon caramel coloured sky on this snow. I wonder if they could make the snow a bit more reflective of that sky colour up there. 110 knots. Have not achieved perfect trim with the BR-105 today. Got to say that one of the easiest helicopters still to trim is that Taug's 500C. That little pocket rocket, still an absolute breeze to trim it. Well, people, if you're viewing and you're not flying, make sure you hit us up with your helicopter questions and any problems you're trying to solve. We'll talk about that when we sit down at Akureyri. And there's the Atlantic again. Well, the sound, I suppose. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
I have never seen the sea so champagne pink like I've seen now.
Champagne pink. What a beautiful, poetic way to describe it. Agreed. It really is lovely. I'll just play with my camera a bit here, just enjoy just the magical look of those clouds, that light. If I had one bit of feedback to MSFS right now, it's that I'd love to see them find a way to make that snow a bit more reflective of that incredible colour. Really beautiful. Oh, there goes Kladski doing a bit of traditional upside down flying. Not surprised it's taken this long. Wow, they've even, yeah, got broken ice. It looks better with the live snow off. Alright, round the horn we go, and here's the sound with Akureyri at the end of it. Oh, wow, those clouds and that sea. So, Andrew, can you retain live weather but not have live snow? Is that what you're telling me? Or is it just you're just turning off the live weather? Oh, look how the sun catches the light catches those distant peaks. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Excellent stuff. Great to see you all there on Twitch as well. Don't forget to say g'day. Tell us what you're working on in your helicopter flying. What problems you want to solve. Oh boy, I've got 2 videos I need to make now. I have already promised the aerobatics one for the BO105. I might be able to get that out today. By which I mean probably in about 12 hours from now. All going well. And then I've got another tutorial I want to make aimed more for beginners, but people, I think, enjoy that. And then we'll see what else people want to work on. We'll do another Test Pilot Tuesday stream. I don't have any new products to showcase at the moment. So had a nice run of new stuff to show people. Really grateful for Josh from NZA coming along and having a chat about the new Mountain Cook updated scenery for MSFS 2024. That was lots of fun. Oh, that is just magical, isn't it? Isn't that magical? Okay, so what's the wind doing? It's blowing 4 knots from 110. I think we can just do a straight into Akureyri. And let's just see what the airport is like. Got to say, it is quite convenient just being able to do all this from Navigraph. Taxi, just need to, yeah, I'll just get that one on. Yeah, so it looks like we're just going to be going for the north apron, so we'll just approach straight in. I can see the Pappy already. We'll just fly straight in, and we'll just be taking a right to vacate. That's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. Do you know what? I don't think I've had the pitot heating on the entire time. That's not a good way to fly. Oh, that's the breaker. This is upstairs, isn't it? No, it's not. It's down here. It's a switch
That
there.
cloud formation by the airport looks pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be different for everyone, but it's very pretty for me. So yeah, it's spectacular, endlessly spectacular. Here's a nice flyby. Woohoo! That looks so good. Sorry, then I'm lifting up. Right, one more flyby. Yes! Look at all you excellent pilots. Oh, those clouds. Just magnificent. Sorry, I'm just falling out of the sky because I'm too busy watching the flyby camera. Yeah, so Andrew, we can't do live snow off with live weather on.
Couple nice vessels down here on the water.
Yeah, so I've got Mamu's Marinas and Geist in, and of course there's the Microsoft ones as well. So who knows? Could be anything at this rate for me. With those vessels down there, they don't appear to be live ones because they don't have titles above them. Go ahead, Marv.
I was going to say, I should see if Mamu can knock up a couple Viking ships for the area.
Viking ships. You do get some quite strange ones. You still see tall ships on Lake Geneva and sort of weird things. Maybe that's accurate. I don't know.
Wow.
There's a new shipping plugin I was seeing that it wasn't live traffic, but it was live routes, but all the models are landable, which I thought was very interesting.
Yes, well, Geist is... Are some of them landable in Geist, or some not? Can't quite remember.
I think mostly not.
Right.
But this one had, like, every time you started the sim, they were in the exact same position and then moving. So depending on how long it took you to get there, they'd be in a slightly different position. But it eliminated the live traffic communication problem.
Right. Very nice.
Nice church on top of the hill on final.
Yeah, on your right.
Several.
Yep.
Several tall steeples.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's lots of those are fishing vessels I'm looking at there. I don't know quite where they're coming from. Yeah, those Icelandic churches do look amazing. I've definitely seen that cruise ship before. I think that's a bit of a Microsoft library special. We people have finally hit civilization. That little town of Sauðanes probably has never hosted more than 2 helicopters, let alone 41. Akureyri hopefully will be prepared for this influx of excellent pilots. That town looks gorgeous with those little pockets of snow dotted around.
I think it's more than 41 because more people have joined in.
More than 41. Well, if someone else wants to attempt to count once we get down on the land here, I'll be grateful for you. Yeah, Mitch.
It's hard
Mitch
to count
K,
when they disappear.
Yeah, it sure is, because we've now hit the limit. So we, Let's Flyers, have discovered the limit. Mr. Must Fly. There's a great name.
Thank you very much.
Oh, there you go. You're on the chat as well. There you go.
Yeah. And
super.
just want to point out my wife is from here.
Really?
Oh yes.
Could you please give me the correct pronunciation of the town?
Akureyri.
Oh, so Akureyri. Oh, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I'm sorry for all the other pronunciations.
That was very nice then.
Wow. Are you from Iceland as well?
I am, but I grew up in the capital area. I live in Denmark now with my wife.
Well, I hope it's special for you to share this with us on the flight today, despite us being far less familiar with Iceland as you are.
Always is.
It's excellent.
For us to test.
All right, beautiful final approach here, and I'll come over to the apron and join you all, and we'll have a chat. I didn't realise we were lucky enough to be joined by people from Iceland. I hope I have done the country proud. I think it's very beautiful. All right.
Been amazing.
Yeah, I think it's just been one of my favourites, just because Well, I mean, I just hadn't thought about it before, so that's shame on me, I suppose. But then it's just been spectacular to actually get out here, and yeah, it's absolutely delivered. Clifford's waterfalls are beautiful. The default scenery even is lovely.
Got this one as a payware airport, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's just the I don't know when it showed up. Maybe in one of the European World Updates.
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's where the Arctic Henge, I think, would have been added as well, back when they did that World Update.
Yeah, what a cool country.
What a cool country. Do you know what? I feel like I'm sort of in the main apron here, so I am going to be polite. So I think this scenery might be slightly out of date, because I think what I'm looking at on my screen is where the northern apron is supposed to be, and it looks like just gravel in here. So what I'm going to do is go over to where Phipps Pilot is. Hello to you as well. And I'll leave a bit of space here if other people want to get in as well. Then I'll shut down over there and we'll see who wants to have a chat. I'll ask questions. Always happy to take questions. Just
Fun fact, the hangar, that's the southernmost hangar, is the location of Iceland Aviation Museum in Akureyri. And it has the Dauphin that ditched, the Icelandic Coast Guard Dauphin that ditched a few years ago.
Huh. Amazing. So you can see an ex-Coast Guard Dauphin, so it's good enough to put in the museum, but probably not good enough to fly anymore.
No, I think, they were on a practice in Reykjavik in the harbor and lost their engines or something.
Oof.
And there was I think maybe a pitot tube or something that punctured one of the floats, so it tipped and probably got seawater in the engine.
Wow. Wow, what an amazing story. So the pitot tube pierced the float and then it rolled over. Wow. Yeah, you don't think about that every day, do you? So yeah, you can witness that for yourself at the Aviation Museum at Akureyri. Oh, thank you for sharing that story.
Well.
Local knowledge is so good.
It's so good. I didn't even realise that we had you in the chat, and I'm really glad that you came along and wanted to tell us about it. Really brilliant.
It was by accident. I saw you were flying there, so I thought, hey.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. So Valdi, yeah.
Yep.
That's excellent. Well, really glad that you came along and wanted to tell us about it as well. Yeah, the scenery is great, isn't it? Flugfelag Islands. Okay. Look at all these helicopters. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. You are so good, people. You are so good. My helicopter's moving around because I took the camera too far away from it. So I think what I can do is get these two off. And I can get the starters to vent. I'm not sure if I did it in the wrong order or not. Landing light comes off. Oh, Oni, it looks like they have one of the airliners poking outside for part of the museum scenery. Is there any actual museum scenery down there, Oni and Valdi?
I think it was the DC-6 that's poking out. That's true, yeah.
Ah.
But nothing inside.
Okay. So they've sort of modelled the exterior and a bit of the DC-6. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see PMDG have updated their DC-6 for MSFS 2024, so no doubt people will go and have a fly with that at some point. Get those generators off now.
All the building and street lights have come on. It actually looks really cool.
Well, we've just chosen exactly the right time of day, haven't we? I just, as usual, just cannot believe how many helicopters are out here, and you've all done a great job lined up here in the grass. I think that's really good. So let's go and have a look at this museum at the southern end. Right. Oop. I can't operate my own camera. There we go. That's better. So this is where you can find a dauphin.
Another really enjoyable and scenic flight. Thanks, Matt.
Oh, you are so welcome. So welcome. Always good to have you along. Oh, there. Yes, that plane doesn't fit. But is that real? Did you say that's real, Valdi?
The DC-6 on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just flipping through some photos I took last time I was there.
So that's actually accurate. The plane sticks out of the building, or it's just the front part of the plane. I see.
Yeah, the front part. Yeah.
Yeah, they've cut it off and sort of stuck it on the side of the building. That's cool.
Inside, they also have a Fokker 27 from the Coast Guard, and the nose of the first two-liner the Icelander bought, Boeing 727.
Ah, nice. Well, the F-27, that's got a history in New Zealand as well. People remember that aircraft well. The Fokker Friendship, with its screaming engines, very high-pitched, loud engines. Sounds like a Gazelle, but two of them. What was that, Murph?
Dart Rolls-Royce engines.
Yeah, Rolls-Royce Dart, that's the one.
All right, thanks, guys. Need a bail. Awesome.
Marv, you are the best. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you next time.
See you guys.
Wow.
See ya.
Yeah, so Oni, that's all correct. That building, the plane sticking out, and the location, and we've got Valdi here to tell us about the experiences out there as well. That's awesome. That's so awesome. So, still calling out to people on BU on Twitch or BU on YouTube. Hit us up with your questions, your helicopter questions, your flying questions, your scenery questions, anything you like.
Yeah, you did mention earlier you'd like to do a flight in Germany. There's an island out there on the northeasterly side. It's called Rügen. Not many people know about this area. It's actually very spectacular.
Well, what you need to do is get that into the event suggestions channel on the Discord, and I will add it to the list. The grand list of excellent ideas. Thank you, Oni. Really great to see you. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for your positivity and enjoyment. A little bit of a recollection for you of your travels in Iceland, I think. So that was fun to be able to include that for you.
Yeah.
Ah, so good. So good. All these excellent... Oh, so 2 more planes, helicopters just dropped in there. Maybe as other people leave, it then spawns ones in that it can add. Adam Toast was wanted to actually join one of these for once, but now I really need to get to bed. All right, well, I know it's pretty late for you in Europe, so thanks very much for sticking with us and for enjoying the flight with us. And Big Al, you are so welcome. Always great to have you along. Always great to have you along. So thanks for those warm wishes. What an excellent flight, and what beautiful scenery, what beautiful light. So it'll get dark soon in Iceland, but it won't get dark for very long. It's, yes, very short night is on the way in the middle of summer.
Yeah, in June the sun doesn't set.
No sunset at all in June. Wow. Wow. Maybe we should do some far north of Norway as well. In fact, someone suggested that in the chat before, I think. Well, I've already forgotten the name of the location they suggested.
Yep, it's further north, yeah.
Yeah, the far north of Norway is further north even than where we are now. So they might be getting all night sun even now, hey?
Probably, yeah. And total darkness in winter.
Total darkness in winter. I don't know if I can... That sounds like it would be very hard to deal with. I think...
Well, to be fair, it's bright in the like noon, but the sun doesn't come up.
Yes, you don't
above.
get direct sun. Yeah. Well, it must be very hard to be able to sleep properly, but yeah, I'm not sure. The Real Louise, thanks so much. Absolute blast tonight. Loving the channel and work. Got to crash now. It's so late in the UK. Well, Louise, it was great to have you along. So glad that you were able to join. You're welcome anytime. You did some very nice flying in the waterfall. I got a photo of you. So thanks for posing for that one just beautifully. And yeah, look forward to having you along for another one soon. Thanks, people in Europe, for sticking up really late. It's just tends to be the best time that we can actually make these flights work. I already have to get up at 5:30 in the morning to make it work. So that's just the way it is. So nice to have you along as well. And Ritzkio as well. What a great occasion. What a great occasion. My helicopter's still moving around on the ground. That's why the camera's sort of bopping up and down. Oh, I wonder if the new Fly Inside Gazelle is going to have that screaming sound. Those sounds. Why is it doing that? Oof. Oh, my blades are still going, so that's because I haven't braked them yet. So let's get that brake on. Rough landings. Looks like a good one today. Catching the tail end again. Saturday chores and all. Well, sorry to hear that. Rough landings. We'll look forward to getting you on another stream soon, I hope. Another flight. I've sort of got to hold down the brake axis, or maybe it would be easier for me just to trigger it manually. No, I can't. Has that done it? Ridiculous torque readings in here now. Just maybe just don't look at them. Matthew would be the way to go there. Fiber, do you see you in the Netherlands here? Going to Bell as well. Great flight. Thanks. See you. Yes, indeed. Where are we going to fly next week? Norway? Well, I don't know. We should try and find some variety, I suppose. Do some northerly and some southerly flying. So, yeah, there are the Faroes up there. Maybe I'll do it on my map in here so people can see what I'm talking about. Right, so get rid of that. Hide. Alright, so there was our flight today. So maybe I'll just... can I unload that flight from the EFB app? Maybe. So yes, I know very little about the far northern reaches of Canada, the Yukon, the Northwest Territories. So if anyone's got some bright ideas that they'd like to share there, even up here on the border of Alaska and the Yukon up there. Not a lot of airports up there though, is there? Is the only thing. So we'd need to work that one out. Oh, I can hear the MI2 before I can see it. There it is, Ritzkio. Very funny. That crazy sound. So, yeah, open to the far north of Canada. Open to the far north of Norway. These are all things we can do in the next couple of months while the sun's really good. Perfect timing here in Canada. Only 9 PM for you, GRCT. Excellent. NL Canada. Which one's NL? Oh, Newfoundland and Labrador, right? Yeah, of course. It's on the map. Someone was mentioning the Faroe Islands as well. I'm not sure if we can turn that into a 2-hour flight though. We'd have to do every sound, I think, to make that work as a flight. Flying over the water is not that exciting in a live stream. So yes, I'm definitely thinking Norway and some part of Canada that I'm not familiar with yet. So I'm open to people's ideas. I feel people will know places that would work for them. There's just not a lot of... Go on, Wizard.
I said I had a suggested route in Norway a few weeks back.
Yes, you did. That was further south, though, wasn't it? You were. That was.
Yes,
yeah.
It's near Bergen, so that's the southern.
Yeah.
Well, mid-southern, but yeah, there's probably. Just look at a topographical map, pick some good fjords and mountains, and zigzag.
Well, that's kind of what I've got here now. I think I found like what looks... Is this actually visible on the stream? Yeah, this fits in there. So we've got this... Excuse me for murdering some place names again. Oh, Alta. Even I can pronounce that. That looks like a nice airport up there. And we've got some mountains. We've got some sounds. And we've got some tall mountains down here as well. How tall are these ones? Just waiting for it to load in. Only 3,000 feet, so not massively tall, but that'll still be pretty spectacular scenery in here, I would have thought. All those glacial valleys again. So might see if we can invent something up here, and then we'll do the more southerly one maybe a bit later. I feel like I want to take advantage of the light up in the north. Oh, that's Tromsø. Okay. Yeah, maybe how far would it be from Alta to Tromsø? Where's the scale on here? 30 kilometers. Oh, that looks a bit long actually, but we'd be able to find something in there. Northern Norway. The midnight sun. Big Al, how come MS can't get the rotors working on their passive helis? Okay, the passive helis, that's a good question, fair question. Because I know the 2020 helis don't work very well. You know, like a 2020 helicopter being viewed inside 2024 tends maybe not to work that great. So I don't know about the passive helicopters, so you'd think that that would not be too hard to sort out. Maybe that could be a feature request or a bug report, Big Al. Space Cadet, Clifford, Waterfalls in Norway too. Now, Space Cadet, was that just... what was that place? I've done a live stream solo one using his scenery, but that was down south. And it's just going up... Kinsarvik is the one that I've flown. So if Clifford's done one further up as well, I could get in touch and see if you'd like to send that along, and we'll put that in something as well. Sim Market, Clifford Design Sim Market. All right, I'll just have a quick look. Has he done more than one in Norway? Oh, he's done Geiranger, but neither are far north. Okay, thanks, Motion Duck. Yes. So, oh, he's done Hawaii as well. I've been meaning to do that forever. We might save that for northern winter. We should also fly actually in the Philippines and honour Clifford himself. Waterfalls of Switzerland, yes. Kinsarvik, Geiranger Fjord, which, as you say, is not that far north, I don't think. Manila, Bora Bora, okay. Well, look, I'm open to suggestions. Is it still light in the south of Norway right now? Probably not, I would think. So, Bergen sunset is 10:48 p.m., but it's already past 10:48, isn't it? So, Bergen time now. Oh, 1:42. Wow. That's very late for you people staying up late in Europe, thank you. So, yeah, I'm instead thinking far north of Norway, is what I'm thinking. So I'll see if I can design something for Tromsø or Alta. and make something nice, have it up there. I don't have to do it next week though, like it's also weather dependent, so if anyone's got something that they'd rather do in Canada or anywhere really, there's lots of ideas in the list actually, in the suggestion bucket, lots of ideas in there, so I'll look forward to what people might want to supply on there. And I'll do my very last call. If you want to ask a question about helicopters or simulation, then you're going to have to be very quick. Because I will end the stream shortly, and I'll just pop by the chat room in Discord just to say hello to the people in there, and then we'll be done for another excellent experience in the Let's Fly family. Always glad to have you all along. Wow, that scenery is just quite special, isn't it? Still light, amazingly. Beautiful stuff. And there's my helicopter moving around on the ground. Maybe Mexico, Big Al. As Bijan Studio, he's animated active volcano in Popocatépetl. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for not being able to pronounce that. But yeah, so just find out what Bijan has done for Mexico. Might be good. Have a little fly in Mexico. That'd be quite a contrast from the far north, wouldn't it? From the Arctic Circle. Then maybe after that we'll do that far north of Norway or any of those Canadian territories. I can't find any airports at all up there, you know. Just on a casual glance. There's some... I mean, speaking of Newfoundland and Labrador, we do have some pretty spectacular looking country in here, but I'm not seeing a lot of airports.
Where?
In the far norths of Newfoundland and Labrador. It might be because I don't have the right view on.
Well,
I'm
I
seeing
got
a few
heaps
in
here.
little nav map.
There's
Okay.
heaps here.
Okay. In that case, why don't I use a different tool? Ah, that's not working at all.
I use flightsim.to World Explorer. I look
Yep.
at the map there, and they give you all the airports out there.
Excellent. Well, that's what I
Start
need.
with
So
Start with CYHO and see what you can go from there.
CYHO, Hopedale. That's inconvenient. Why doesn't it actually take me there? It actually... Is that because I've got a flight? Do I have to unload this? Ugh, I don't know.
But yeah, it's pretty sparse up there.
Yeah, it does look sparse. That's what I meant. Yeah. When you get to this... I mean, this stuff in here looks amazing. Look how tall those valleys must be. But I'm not seeing any facilities at that level of zoom in the EFB. I'm not seeing anything obvious in NavMap and in Navigraph either. There'll be something. There'll be something. I just need to do a little bit more work. Do my homework.
Get Radar 24. They show you everything.
Right. Right. Well, okay, I will do that. Okay, so, all right, we've done our last call, and Big Al had a suggestion there, so I like that as well. Big Al, we must get that into the event suggestions on the Discord, please. One more time, there is the Discord in case people want to go and have a look and put your suggestions into the event suggestions box there. I'll be grateful for you for doing that. And time to wind it. So I'm just going to mute everything for a bit, and then I will see you in the Discord chat shortly. Thanks everyone. Catch you again soon.